we shall start our discussion on pump operation, different connection of its operation in practical scenarios. So, we know that in fact from our previous discussion, if we try to recall the discussion on the use of different types of pump, whether the pump is needed to supply low discharge against a moderate head or reverse, we can select different types of pumps. So, if we try to discuss today that why do we need to go for series and parallel connection. Now, as we have said, if we try to recall pump, so there are three different types. If I try to discuss now, radial flow, and this classification is based on the direction of flow, axial flow pump, and number 3 is mixed flow pump. So, these three different types, whether it is radial flow pump or axial flow and mixed flow, these different all these pumps cannot be used to serve a stated purpose. That means, what I would like to tell you that if our objective is to provide moderate head against a moderate to low discharge, then definitely we need to select a particular type of pump and we should go for radial flow pump. So, this radial flow pump that is used for moderate head and moderate to low Q, right. Similarly, for axial flow pump, reverse is there, that is high Q and low H, and for the mixed flow pump that we have talked about, these pumps are again used for moderate to high flow rate against a moderate to low head. So, this type of pumps, mixed flow pumps, are used for moderate to high Q against and moderate to low H. Okay. So, now this is what we have discussed in the beginning of this course. Now, today we will be discussing that if we select any particular pump, say it is radial flow pump, and then if we install a radial flow pump in a pumping station, maybe initially a single pump is sufficient to meet the demand of any purpose. If it is for domestic use, maybe a single pump is good enough to meet the discharge and head. If the radial flow pumps are used in different industrial applications, maybe one radial flow pump or single pump is good enough to meet the demand of the system. Now, question is, if the demand from the system increased, and that may happen maybe with time. So, expansion of the plant, expansion of residential complex, expansion of different other units, maybe the requirement will not be supplied by a single pump. In that case, what is done? We need to go for either parallel or series connection. So, today we will be discussing what I would like to tell you again, that if a particular radial flow pump is able to meet the demand, if it is used for the domestic purpose or in different other industries, then if with time requirement from the same pumping station. So, the single pump is installed in a pumping station, and if the requirement from the same pumping station is becoming higher with time, then what should we do? Should we go for parallel operation? That is what we will be discussing today. So, basically any type of pump, if we need to go for increase in head or decrease in or increase in head or increase in flow rate, then definitely we need to go for the parallel and series connection. So, let us first briefly talk about, say we have a pumping station, say we have a pumping station, and in this pumping station one radial flow pump is installed, and if we consider this is the sham and this radial flow pump is capable. So, head across this pump is delta H, right, and this is the flow rate cube meter cube per second. So, basically if in this particular pumping station we are having one radial flow pump, say this is radial flow pump, question is, with time, as I was discussing, with time maybe we need more flow rate, or maybe we need the pumping station the pump which are installed in the pumping station will experience higher head, higher resistance, then what should we do? So, basically for that we need to go for either parallel or series connection. Okay. So, basically again I am telling, in a pumping station initially a single pump is there, one pump is there, and that single pump is able to meet the demand of the end user. That end user may be people in residential complex, it may be different units of a industry. With time, if requirement is becoming high, then a common tendency is to use the same pumping station, because in a pumping station one operator will be there. So, if we somehow can utilize the space of the pumping station to install another pump, so that the needed rather extra requirement can be fulfilled from the same pumping station, good design from economical point of view. So, basically if we try to install another pump in the same pumping station, the same operator can look after operational issue of the pump, and also we can save the we can utilize the existing space. So, in that case what is done? So, instead of going for the new pumping station, if you would like to utilize the old pumping station to save the money in terms of the operator cost, and also if you would like to utilize the existing space, then pumps are either connected in series or parallel. So, depending upon the requirement of the end user, whether we need to go for increase in cube or increase in H. If it is increase in cube, then we should go for parallel operation, parallel connection. If it is for higher head, we need to go for series connection. Okay. So, either requirement is we need to increase the discharge, it may not be always double of the single pump, double of that discharge by a single pump, or we need to increase head. If the requirement is that we need to increase head, then we should connect pumps in series. If we need to provide more discharge, we should connect pumps in parallel. It is not necessary that the newly installed pump should be of same type. So, maybe this pump is installed 10 years back. After 10 years, if the requirement is that we need to increase more discharge or we need to increase more head based on the demand of the end user. So, after 10 years down the line, the same manufacturer may not be able to supply similar type of pump. So, basically maybe what is important to discuss over here is that it is not necessary that we should connect pumps either in series or in parallel, and the newly connected pump should be similar type of the pump which is already there. So, it may be different type, but objective is if it is radial flow pump, definitely we need to procure another radial flow pump, and that pump should be either connected in series or parallel depending upon this requirement. Okay. So, that is what you have understood. Now, if we go to the next slide, so basically if we go to the next slide, I am talking about series operation. So, very important point that I am writing, when pumps are connected it is not necessary that newly connected pump should be of same design, right. So, basically if you would like to connect another pump, so it is not necessary that newly connected pump should be of same design that of the previous one. Okay. So, should be of same design of the previous of the existing pump. Should be of same design that of the existing pump. Okay. So, basically we can the combined pumps may be of different may be of different design. So, basically it is not necessary. If it is there then fine, if it is not there then again the system designer should look into that aspect, and I will be discussing this part again in detail while I will be discussing about system design. So, it is not necessary that the newly connected pump should be of same design that of the existing pump. It may, if it is then it is good, if it is not also system designer should look into this aspect and he or she should design the system properly. Okay. So, now when the pumps are connected in series, right. So, as I told you, the series operations are preferred, rather series pumps are connected in series when requirement of head is more. That means, from the single pump is not able to provide that amount of head which is required at the end point. So, basically objective is when requirement of head is more. So, now question is I will be talking about again H cube curve. So, if we try to write the H cube curve of the pump, say this is the sum and this is one pump and that pump. So, this is H1 and this pump is drawing say Q1 amount, it is also discharging Q1 amount, Q amount, and it is again taken to the inlet of another pump and that pump will discharge, this is again Q amount, but here again head developed by this pump is, if it is similar pump then it will be H1. So, for the time being let us consider this is also H1. So, basically these two pumps are of same design, right. If they are of same design then the head developed by the pump will be H1. Now, we are these two pumps are connected in series, you can understand the first pump. So, this is first pump and this is second pump, and first pump is drawing Q1 amount of water and it is also discharging Q amount of water, and that Q amount will be again taken to the inlet of the second pump and eventually will be getting Q amount. So, but you can understand the amount of water we are getting finally from the second pump, therein the total head developed by the pump will be connected there, since they are connected in series, that will be H1 plus H1, that is 2 H1. Now, say H cube characteristics. So, I am talking about these two pumps are of same design. Now, if we try to draw the HQ characteristics of a given pump, so this is for the single pump. For a single pump, and so basically we need to know the system resistance. Now, question is basically when this new pump is not there, maybe the system resistance that we have discussed, that will be if this is the static height and this will be the system resistance. Right. So, that we know, that is that H equal to K into Q square, right. So, this is the operating point that we know, this is the operating point. Now, question is, as I said, that this single pump is not able to meet the demand at a later stage, and that is why we had to install second pump. Now, if we install the second pump, then definitely system resistance curve will be more, another system resistance curve will be different. So, this curve will be much steeper, because although the static height will remain same, but due to the installation of second pump there will be addition of valves, bends, fitting, etc., as a result of which this dynamic component. So, basically is this H system, that is H static plus H dynamic, right. So, you can understand this dynamic head H dynamic, that is K into Q square. So, you can understand that K takes into account all those losses, that is losses due to the presence of valves, bend, etc. So, what will happen due to the addition of second pump, this curve will be relatively steeper, that I will be discussing. Now, question is, if we now connect these two pumps in series, then what will be the H cube curve of the combined pumps. So, again I am telling this curve is pump own characteristics. So, this curve, this A, that is pump own characteristics, that will be supplied by the pump manufacturer. Okay, that will be supplied by the pump manufacturer. Now, what will be the nature of the pump own characteristic if these two pumps are, rather if we try to draw the pump characteristics of combined pumps, though these two pumps are similar. So, basically you can understand objective is to get more head, not more discharge. Q is remaining same. So, here I am telling now, I mean if we go to the next slide. So, basically if I try to draw the H cube curve. So, this is H, this is Q, this is H, and say this is the this is for a single pump, right, and this is the resistance, system resistance curve. Okay. Now, this is the operating point, you can see. If we now try to connect these two, I mean these two similar pumps in series. So, these two similar pumps are connected now in series. So, basically what will be the HQ characteristic of the combined pumps. So, our objective is to now plot the HQ characteristic curve for the combined pumps. What is the I can say procedure is for a given cube we need to add head. So, this is the procedure, right. So, this is the procedure, that means we need to what we need to do, we need to, for a given cube we need to add H. So, basically if we go back to the previous slide, you can understand, if we go back to the previous slide, Q is remaining same, and then but we need to increase you need to add H1 plus H2. Similarly, if it is Q1, so basically say this is when shut off head Q is equal to 0. So, when if we connect these two pumps in series, then the shut off head will be this head plus this head. So, that will be double, right. So, basically H cube curve of the combined pumps will start from here. So, that is the shut off head. Similarly, if we take at least 4 different cube or 5 different cube. So, this is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and Q5. So, basically for that amount of cube we know. So, this is H5, this is H4, this is H3 like this. So, this is H5, H4, H3 like this. So, basically for that Q3 this will be H3 plus H3 2 H3. So, basically we will be getting like this, I will be getting point over here, another here, another here, another here like this. So, the combined curve will be like this, right. So, this is for when two similar pumps are in series, right. So, this is the combined characteristic curve. Now, question is, if we try to, I mean initially this was the operating point P1. So, if we try to use different color, so this is P1, that is the operating point. Now, ideally this system resistance will cut over here. So, the changed operating point should be like this P2, but this is not the case because our objective is to get the same flow rate. So, you can see if this is the characteristic curve, then perhaps when two pumps are connected in series, then we are supposed to get this is the operating point and head discharge corresponding to this operating points are the rated and rated discharge that we will be getting. If that is the case, then we are supposed to get P2 amount of flow rate against a head of this, though basically our objective is to increase head, that we are getting. So, basically our objective is to increase head, that we are getting, but our, so basically this is the new head. So, objective is to get, so initially head was this, now head is getting this, head is this. So, we are our objective was to increase head, that we are getting, but what we can see, the flow rate is also getting slightly increased. So, this will not be the case in reality, though slight increment in flow rate will be there, but what will happen, as I was talking about, that when this pump is added newly, then installation of this pump requires fittings, valves, and because of these additional fittings and valves, this system resistance curve will be relatively steeper. So, this curve will be like this. So, maybe we will be getting, so this is the actual operating point that we will be talking about. So, this will be the P2 combined. Okay. So, basically you can understand that the curve will be relatively steeper, we will be getting definitely flow rate which will be slightly higher than the flow rate that we are supposed to get. So, basically you are supposed to get Q1 amount of flow rate, but when these two pumps are connected in series, we will be getting slightly higher than that. Also we are getting higher head, that is our objective was, but we are also getting slightly higher head. The physical reasoning behind this is that, see basically when this pump is drawing Q1 amount of water and discharging Q1 amount of water. Now, another pump is connected in series. So, basically these two pumps combinedly pulling some extra amount of water, as a result of which the Q which will be getting at the outlet of the second pump will be slightly higher than that we used to get when single pump was there. So, you can understand the combined pulling effect of these two pumps will slightly draw, we will draw slightly higher amount, as a result of which this Q will be slightly higher than that, higher than the previous Q. So, basically though we are supposed to get Q amount, but when these two pumps are connected in series, because of this additional pulling effect that will be there because of the second pump, this Q1, this Q will be slightly increased, and that is what we can see from this system HQ characteristic curve of the pumps. So, this is what is when two pumps are connected in series. Now, if we go to discuss about when two pumps are connected in parallel, when two pumps are in parallel. So, idea is, as I told you, again I am telling. So, objective is to get more Q against same head, right. If that is the objective, you can understand that what will happen, you know, that say there will be a common header. So, this is pump P1 and this is pump P2, right. So, you can understand this pump is drawing Q1 and this is Q2, right, and these two pumps are again supplying in a common header, and eventually we are getting Q1 plus Q2. I have drawn the schematic. So, this is the sum. Okay. So, you can understand if these two pumps are of similar design, then it will be Q1 plus Q1, that is 2 Q1, but for in a more generic form I have written Q1 and Q2. Though these two pumps are, if these two pumps are of similar design, then it will be Q1 plus Q1, that is 2 Q1, and that is what our objective is, to get more Q against the same head. So, this is also, this pump will also experience head H and this pump will also experience head H, right. So, now if we try to draw the HQ characteristics of the combined pumps, or say first if we try to draw the HQ characteristics of the single pump. So, this is the HQ characteristics of single pump. So, this is for the single pump, and this is the system, you know, system resistance curve. And this is the operating point. So, this is operating point. Okay. So, now you can understand that, so this is single, when single pump is running, H cube curve will look like this, and that is what we have discussed, that initially when pump is tested, delivery valve is remaining closed. So, Q will be 0, but pump will, you know, pump will experience head, and that is the shut off head. If we open the delivery valve, flow rate will slightly increase, but the head, that is the pump resistance that will be experienced by the pump, will drop down, and that is why this curve is like this. Now, if we try to what I can say, superimpose. So, this is for the single curve, single pump. So, this is the curve for the single pump. Now, I mean, if we try to draw when two pumps are connected in series, connected in parallel. So, basically this is the Q axis, this is H axis, and say this is basically the curve for the single pump, right. Now, procedure is, what I told you, objective is to get more Q against same head. So, for a given head, given H, flow rates are added, right. So, basically these two pumps are experiencing same head, but they are just supplying different flow rates. If these two pumps are not of same design, if these two pumps are of same design, that will be Q1 plus Q2, Q1 plus Q1 is equal to 2 Q1, right. So, when pumps are of same design, then total flow rate will be twice Q1 or twice Q2. Okay. So, now, so what is the case for a given H1 flow rates are added. So, you know this is the H. So, if we increase the flow rate, so it will start from here because that is q is equal to 0. So, if we increase q 0 plus 0, that will remain 0. Now, if we take, so this is the head, this is the head, at least 3 defined or 4 defined points I am going to take. Okay. And if I try to draw using different color, now, so this is basically q1, q2, q3, q4. So, this is q1, q2, q3, q4. Now, what is done? So, basically for a given head, so that is H1, this is H2, this is H3, this is H4. So, flow rates are added. So, basically q1 plus q1 to q1. So, against this this will go here. So, it will start, so maybe it will be like here, this point will be going here, this point will be going over here, and this point will be going over here. So, basically if we try to now connect, so the curve will start from here and it will be like this. So, this is basically if we try to increase, basically if we try to increase this ordinate, then, so I am sorry, it should be in green color only, it should be, so this is q. So, now, so this is when two pumps, when two similar pumps are in parallel, right, and this is for a single pump, right. So, basically this is the combined HQ characteristics when two similar pumps are connected in parallel. If they are not of similar design, then we have to increase for a given head H1 plus H2, that we will be discussing. So, when two dissimilar pumps are connected either in series or parallel, to draw the HQ characteristic curve will be discussed, we shall discuss on this part, but at least you should know. Say now, if I use different color, say if this is the system resistance. So, initially this is the operating point. So, this is P1. So, this is the system resistance. Right, but you can understand that our objective was to increase discharge. So, when these two pumps are connected in series, connected in parallel, you can understand now we can increase the flow rate. So, this will be P2, right. So, this is P2, right. So, you can understand flow rate is getting increased, but there will be slight increment in the head also, slight, but that part will be discussing whether in practice there will be a slight increase in head or not, or there will be the, and this flow rate, I mean the flow rate and head corresponding to this point P2 will be the flow rate in, I mean that we are supposed to get in actual practice. So, objective was, so initially head and discharge was like this, but now we are getting slightly higher head, not I mean relatively higher flow rate and slightly higher head, but in real practice if we really get slightly higher head, what is the source of, I mean we need to identify the reason behind it. So, that part we will be discussing in the next class, along with whatever we have discussed today, that this is the combined system for single pump and when two similar pumps are in series. Basically, we have discussed today when two similar pumps are connected in series or either in series or parallel, then what will be the HQ characteristics of the combined pumps, what will be the operating points, that is what we have discussed. But most importantly, as I was talking about, that if the requirement by the end user, maybe after 10 years they feel that the requirement is the requirement that should be taken from the existing pump house, the existing pump house should be able to meet the demand, rather the new demand, and if that is needed after 10 years down the line from the new first installation. Then after 10 years it is very difficult to get the similar type of pump. So, we may also need to think of installing 2 pumps or more pumps either in series or parallel if they are not of same design. If they are not of same design, then what will be the HQ characteristics of the combined pumps and what will be the operating points, those aspects we will be discussing in the next class. So, with this I stop here today. Thank you.